Good morning, sir.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
Living the dream, man. Living the dream.
Well, Sullivan's Crossing, what does it mean to you to be in this role in this show?
What a blessing. What an opportunity. We're going to officially going to season 4 now. So that's awesome. And just the opportunity to, whenever you get an opportunity to get into a character and really start to get into their shoes a little bit more, and not just over the course of one season, but to continue to be able to do that and pull at all the little nooks and crannies that make him human, I love that.
That's amazing.
And to be able to shoot in Nova Scotia, come on.
That's a whole thing, right?
It is a character in the show, and it's one of my favorite aspects about being on this show. We love the community. We have lifelong friends there now. Everyone's just embraced us, and we've embraced them.
That's amazing. How would you describe the relationship between Cal and Maggie this season?
Season 3, you've gotten into a little bit more comfortability. You get to see, they've really struggled to get to this point. Now you get to finally see how they are with all the strife gone, right?
Right.
Let's finally see who they are, see how they are. Let's see how comfortable they get in there. And we dove into a little bit of the spiciness, this year. But trouble will always rise.
Right.
That's for sure at the crossing.
Tumultuous would have been one word that I'd use maybe at times.
Tumultuous is a fair word. It is a fair word.
I love the video segments you've done, answering questions about Canadian slang and different stuff like that. I think those are amazing. How have you, acclimated to the Canadian kind of way of life when you're filming in Nova Scotia?
Freaking love it. Come on, man. Look. I'm from Buffalo. It's practically Canadian.
It's kind of true.
I spent a lot of time bopping right over the border, so we're one of the same. You guys come over, we come shopping over in Buffalo, we bop over here. So I've just always had an affinity for Canada. I love the people. I love the environment. Everything's so clean and fresh, and I just, whenever you're around people that are so warm and affectionate, it makes you feel good, right? And you strive to just be a better person and just do things differently. So when we're in Nova Scotia, and these are the nicest people that you can meet, right? Everybody's amazing. It's got great food, cool little urban downtown, but boom, you're out in nature within 5 minutes. You're on the most beautiful hikes and picturesque landscapes. It really is magic.
What would you like to see from him or get to do with him that you haven't done yet?
That's an interesting question. I don't know exactly where we're going with the story for season 4 yet. We haven't had that talk yet.
Right.
We sit down and we kind of go through it, and that'll be over the next month or two. We'll sit down and really kind of go through the season arc. But I think for me, I want to see part of Cal that wants to grow into probably a nurturing father at some point. I want to investigate a little bit more of his family and his relationship with his siblings. I'd like to see that. And I definitely want to see him have I want to see Cal have a bromance.
That's
right?
cool.
I want to see him get out there and be like, no, that's my guy.
That is interesting because we don't always see a lot of that in a lot of dramas, for sure.
Yeah, I just want to see guys being guys and getting deep with each other, having those talks, having those conversations, having someone to rely on, having someone have your back, getting a bar fight and pick each other up, that's cool to me.
That's amazing. What is this cast like? Because, from Morgan to everyone else, it is a fascinating cast. What's this team like? What are you like off set?
We're so blessed, genuinely so beyond blessed. You never know what you're walking into when you get into a filming location. You don't know anybody. You're kind of going in blind. And, Morgan, I could go on and on and on of how awesome everybody is, how kind everybody is. I know that a Morgan, a Molly, a Linda, they're best friends. They all live right around here, all in the same blocks radius, and everybody's created true friendships. We keep in touch with each other all the time. We're always rooting for each other all the time. Reed, he's a good buddy of mine. I love Reed. Constantly talking ideas, stories, video game stuff, sports, you name it. And so it's just a really core group that just feels like a family, man. It's nice to be able to go to work. And the crew's the same way.
Right.
Our crew, they're family. You go and you get to work, and every day you're hugging it out. When you first get there and you're hugging it out when you leave, like you're not going to see them for a month, but you're going to see them the next morning.
Right.
It's great.
What is Morgan like as a scene partner? Because you guys have such amazing chemistry.
She's great. You know, it's funny. You always adapt as an actor to your co-star, right? And you figure out like the do's and don'ts that work. And we've been, as Cal and Maggie, like we just make it so moldable. Like we sit down, we work it out, and if there's any like red flags that we feel are going on in the scene, boom, open dialogue, talk it up. Like, you know, A, B, C, like this works, this doesn't work. We can kind of moving around a bit. You know, we can make some changes if need be, but it's just the comfortability that we have. Like she's awesome. She's awesome. I mean, she'd be here right now, but she couldn't. And we'd just be goofing off, which you always see if you see those videos.
It is amazing. Those videos are great.
We're just having fun, man. Like, and that's what we do every day on set. We just go out. We both come prepared, ready to do the job. And I think when you have someone who cares deeply about the work, comes prepared, so that you can have fun, it makes it so much easier. Otherwise, it's too much pressure, too much stress.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, last thing I want to ask you is, if someone was going to Nova Scotia this summer, where do they need to go? What have you seen that you think is like a must visit? Well,
I mean, if you go to Nova Scotia, you got to go down to Peggy's Cove for sure. You got to go to Cape Breton in the fall if you get that chance to go see the foliage. But if you're in Halifax in particular, you go to Chop, get their steak bites because they're freaking out of this world, man. I'm addicted. Go to Harvest. They've got this unbelievable healthy food, Harvest. Man, I eat there probably 4 days a week, 5 days a week. And it's just magic. They used to have this great little place in the boardwalk called Sugar, but I just heard they closed, and that's not okay. Open your doors. That was my favorite ice cream. But the boardwalk's amazing. There's great little restaurants, Amano and the Bicycle Thief, and I did. However, I don't get out much because of the babies.
Fair.
So like we've made we have a 1-year-old and she's not a great dinner guest. I'll be completely honest with you. But we've made relationships over the first 3 seasons where people are like, "Here's your booth. It's fine." You know, we got our baby running around just destroying the restaurant. And they're like, "Yeah, it's fine. No, I mean it's not that bad. We don't feel like we're good dinner guests. That's for sure.
Fair enough. Well, thank you so much for the time.
Thank you.